your girl, Queen of Hearts, the Hood Oracle, the Earth Angel. I'm in the building. Thank you. Welcome to all my subscribers. I appreciate the love. Keep showing the love. Share this with your friends, co-workers, family members, anybody that you think could use some good advice. Let's get into it. This is the Wake and Bake session. Grand Rising. So y'all know I don't like to make the sessions too long, so I'm gonna try to get straight to the point. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shifting energy happening right now. A lot of shifts, major shifts. You know what I'm saying? Right now is the time for you to trust your heart. You're being put to the test right now. It's like you learned a lot this year, and this is the time to show up and show out. It ain't a drill, my nigga. It ain't a drill. This the real deal. This is where it's at. You either take it or you leave it. Height or flight, sink or swim. Follow your heart. Stay true to your heart. There's no point, and this is my personal opinion. Y'all take this how you want. You know, comment on it. Tell me how you feel about it. But personally, I feel there's no point in existing if you're not happy. And so therefore, you not acknowledging what your heart is telling you is just the same as you blocking your blessings. And then you wind up miserable and wondering why am I so miserable? Why I can't find what I want? Why I can't attain the things that I want to attain? Because you keep blocking yourself from attaining them. You keep telling yourself you're not good enough. You're not worthy. You can't do it. And until you learn to stop saying those things to yourself, you're going to keep coming up short. Because you keep telling yourself you're too short. You know how they say your arm's too short to box with God? Only you would know that. Only you would know that. I can't tell you what your reach is. Only you know how far your reach is. And in some cases, you don't know until you fucking reach. You don't know until you reach. You gotta aim. You gotta go for it. You know what I mean? So we get the opportunity to aim for what we want,
and to know how it feels to say.
And then we start overthinking shit, you know? Well, what if this happened? What if I try this and this happens? That's blocking your blessing. Hey. Yo, I don't know how many times I say it, but this mix is so fucking hard. Shout out to the producer that did this mix, yo. Shit is fire, man. I fucks with it. But if you want to check out the music, it's VD0173. That's the name of the channel that you're gonna go to find this mix. V as in victory, D as in dog, 0173. That's where you gonna find this mix at. Fire. But anyway, but yeah, you start overthinking and overanalyzing shit, creating all kinds of crazy shit in your mind before you even give it a chance. And before you know it, you done blocked yourself from a blessing, and you missed a good opportunity on something because you decided to allow your fears to get the best of you. You know what I mean? And that's not it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not an easy thing to decipher. Because, you know, illusions is just as real as your real thoughts. You know what I'm saying to you? Because it all relies on the energy you feed into it. You know what I'm saying? So if you have some type of thought in your mind and you're consistently playing these thoughts over and over in your mind, eventually you make them real. So illusions are just as real as reality. The reality of them comes about as you feed it energy. So the question is, what is it that you truly want to make a reality? A physical reproduction? Because this is what you're feeding your energy into. You dig? If you on your get money shit, you trying to get this money, you want to build an empire. You know what I'm saying? How do you make that a reality? Well, you gotta feed your energy into that get money mindset. You know what I mean? Start studying what these get money niggas do, what they about, what they think about, how they move, you know? How they make decisions and choices. Because at the end of the day, no one's ever become a boss with a worker mentality. And what I mean is this. If you want to be a boss, that means you want to be in control. You want to run the show. You'll never be satisfied with sitting back and letting somebody else be the leader. Because you got to lead. That means you a boss. So you have a take charge, self-motivated type attitude and approach to things. When you have a worker mentality, you got more of a false sense of security. You rely on others so you can eat. You don't know how to fish. You know how they say, you can give a man a fish and you can feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish and you feed that man for a lifetime. Well, if you always relying on me to go fishing so you can eat, if that's your mentality, you'll never have nothing for yourself. You'll never have nothing of your own. And I say all of that to say this. The law of attraction is very real. You are God. Pardon me. Pardon me. More life. You are God. And that's a scientifically proven fact. So I'm not coming at you from a religious standpoint. God, the source of all energy, whatever you want to call it, that is who you are. And you are made up of both aspects of God, both good and bad. And it is up to you to govern yourselves accordingly. You are divine order in the physical flesh. It is up to you to fall in line with this divine order, or to try to control something that is outside of your control and go against the grain. When you go against the grain, this is when you find difficulty, challenge, frustration, stress, misery, hellfire. So you see, your heart is that energy source that keeps pumping and fueling, that electric charge that keeps you going. When you work against it, you weaken the energy of your heart. This is why stress and these things, stress is the #1 killer. They tell you all the time. People suffer from an array of illnesses and diseases just based off stress alone. So you see, when you go against your heart, you deplete the strength of its energy. When you obey your heart, you strengthen its potency of its power. As a God, you were made to create your reality. God said, "Let there be light," and it was. In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God spoke. That is who we're talking about. You, your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your actions, they create your world. And in the very beginning, that energy is within you. Where does it come from? That ethereal aspect of you, your higher self, your higher consciousness.
I am the maker of rules, dealing with fools. I can treat you blind.
Go back to the beginning where it all started. If I tell you to do that, most of you will draw a blank picture in your mind of complete darkness. Do you remember when you was born? That's what most of you will find. Go back to that place and start over and begin to recreate your world. Now I know for some of you this may sound a little far-fetched, a little far out there. But look at it like this. Take the time out to use your imagination. I don't care if it's just for 5-10 minutes a day. And just imagine yourself starting back over from that space of darkness, complete nothingness. And from that nothingness, you can create your world and make it whatever you want to make it. Start drawing those pictures up in your mind. Really feel the energy of those pictures. And hold on to that energy as much as you can when you come back to this world. And see what you can find in this world that matches that energy. And feed and fuel that energy. And I guarantee you will begin to see some physical transformations in your life that transpire in such a way you have never known before. This is the moment that you realize you've gotten to know the God in you, and you've learned to embrace that. You are made in God's image, which means you are the children of God. And if you are the children of God, you are star seeds, which means you have the ability to create with your thoughts. So what you need to do is start getting more comfortable with playing around with your own thoughts and creating things with your thoughts and using your imagination, opening up your mind. The more you open your mind is the more you broaden your world. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear because everything it is that you experience in your life is an extension of you. So as long as you're in control of what you're creating with your thoughts, you're in control of what you're creating in your world. What is there to fear? It's your world. The rest of us is just in it. Explore. Experience life on the grander scale of things. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there though, because I got deep and I could keep going, you know what I'm saying? But trust your heart, man. That shit beat for you, not nobody else. Listen to what it says, cause it's not gonna tell you nothing wrong. Alright, y'all, I'm out. Enjoy y'all day. Peace and love. I holla.